Welcome back to Winning Isn't Easy. We're here with Shannon Fenimore, who is a nurse legal consultant who handles claims in the context of personal injury, malpractice, workers' comp, and long-term disability. One of the questions that I get all the time when I am recommending that we use someone like you is, well, how does a nurse consultant get paid? What's the answer to that?
Generally, we have an hourly fee, depending on what type of service. If it's an IME, it can be like just a set rate. It's calculated just a little bit differently. And other services that we do have a different fee rate because it could include travel, experts, locating experts and such. But generally, I would get paid from the law firm or attorney directly. I know that there's other cases that it could be potentially through the insurance company, but generally it is from that law facility that pays.
So basically, you've got one fee, if you will, probably an hourly fee for medical review and analysis of a medical chart and your recommendations. That's right?
That's correct.
And then, so if you're going to the IME, it's going to be a charge for reviewing the medical records to prepare, probably reviewing the policy, probably a consult with the attorney so that they're prepping you, and probably a pre-meeting with the client, travel to and attendance at the evaluation, and then preparing a report. Would that be a fair analysis of the tasks that you would be doing in the context of an IME, for which obviously you need to be paid?
Yes, that's a fair analysis of it.
Okay. Now, we've spent a lot of time with me asking you questions. So let me ask you this. In the course of this discussion, are there any questions that we haven't asked you about the IME process or your preparation for it that will be helpful to our clients?
Nancy, I feel like we've covered quite a bit and even more. There's really nothing else other than, just try to not be nervous going to these examinations. Sticking with very just accurate, truthful, short answers. Having a good communication line with whoever's going to be observing it. And if you need more time or have last minute questions, I'm always available, whether you call me after the initial consultation and prep. That's not an issue at all. We just want you to be confident, be comfortable, and, get this examination over. I mean, you've got a legal nurse consultant with you. We're prepared. We just want some smooth sailing and, get it done.
So sometimes my clients will say to me, well, isn't that person there to be my advocate? And the answer is?
Well, we're there. We're not going to have biases. We're there to guide you, but we're there to report on exactly what we hear and see, and, objections if it's not following, the demand letter of what this examiner can and cannot do.
So I think the answer obviously is the lawyer is the advocate. You are the expert observer and recorder, and preparing the client for this evaluation. Would that be a fair statement?
A very fair statement and accurate, yes.
And my last question, you've done a marvelous job. If someone wanted to hire you or an attorney wanted to hire you as a legal nurse consultant in their case, be it malpractice, a PI, workers' compensation, or ERISA long-term disability litigation, how would they get a hold of you?
Probably the quickest, easiest way is email, phone by text or call, my business lines. And my email is Shannon, SHANNON, at medlinkslnc.com. So that's Shannon, SHANNON, at medixlnc.com. The phone number is 817-235-1708.
And just one more question. I know you're Florida based, but do you handle cases across the United States?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I also have a compact license, and I think to date there's 41 states. I've actually worked in multiple states as well. So, yes, I'm very much so national, unless it's a state that specifically requires a active a nurse to be active in that state, and only a nurse from that state could, work certain cases, like say nursing home cases. But yes, I can work nationally.
And obviously, you cross courts. In other words, you're in circuit court, state court, you can be in Social Security court, you can be in workers' comp court, you can be in federal court with ERISA claims, subject, of course, to any jurisdictional limitations, either by case law or by statute. So this was fantastic. I thank you for joining us, and I think you have answered a lot of questions that our clients have and have given them peace of mind. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Nancy, for having me. I've really enjoyed this.
Great. So we hope that you've enjoyed this week's episode of Winning Isn't Easy. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like our page, leave a review, share it with your family or friends, and subscribe to this podcast so you'll be notified every week of a new episode. So I want to give a special thanks again to Shannon, and see you next time. Thanks.
Are you a professional with questions about your individual disability policy? You need the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. This book gives you a comprehensive understanding of your disability policy, with tips and to-dos that will assist you in submitting a winning disability application. This is one you don't want to miss. For the next 24 hours, we're giving away free copies of the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. Order yours today at disabilityclaimsforprofessionals.com.